finish cycle because I'm already machining right up against the geometry. We'll click next, and I'm happy with our lead in and lead out parameters, and so there's our finish pass. That looks very good. Alright, now let's take a look at this pocket right here. This is still a pocket, but what I want to point out is that within OneCNC there's a neat command in here called clean circle, and that's designed for circles, or circular pockets. So if we click OK to that, select our circle, and let's use the same end mill. So I'm going to use the exact same end mill that I used before. That was a 3/8 high speed end mill. And as long as my speeds and feeds and my end mill and turret position are exactly the same as the last tool that I selected, OneCNC won't try to output a separate tool change because we're using the same tool. So just make sure your parameters are the same. So my parameters are exactly the same as they were in our last operation. We'll click next. All my clearances look good. My depth looks good. Notice how OneCNC is remembering our previous depths of cut. Let's see, I want to ramp into this. I'm going to ramp in at 15 degrees, and we're going to climb cut. And our step over, I'm going to take that down to 65% for our step over. I'm going to leave 0 on the sides. I'm just going to take this in one shot. And I am going to use this option here, and I'll explain why in just a second. I am going to take one more pass around the perimeter of the circular pocket just as a spring pass, just to ensure I have a nice clean circle there. So what this is saying is that yes, I want to finish, and I want to finish just at the very bottom of the pocket. Okay, so I've got bottom only. So we'll click finish, and there's the cycle. So if we were to simulate that, what you'll see is a nice spiral cut down inside there, and this is a spiral cut, and then there's our finish pass to make sure that's nice and clean. If I want to simulate the whole thing, just right click up here where it says group and then simulate, and digitize your stock boundary, and then let it play. Now I realize that I went through this fast, and I was only trying to go fast in the areas that we've already talked about in previous videos. The purpose of this video was really to more focus on the pocketing cycle and also the clean circle cycle. So there's our two passes down, each pass taking 375 thousandths. We're leaving 10 thousandths along the perimeter. Then we're going to change tools. We're going to finish pass along that perimeter there. Change tools, going to ramp down inside that pocket, spiraling down. It's not a very deep pocket. Looks like my Z depths might be a little bit off because I'm only cutting this at minus 100 thousandths, and I believe my finish pass on this pocket is minus 200. Yep, you can see I've gone a little bit deeper. So my display is showing me I made a mistake. No problem, I'll come back and I'll edit that. And there's our spring pass. That looks good. So what I need to do is I need to either change the depth of cut on my finish profile for this pocket or the depth of cut on the actual pocket cycle itself. So I think what I'll do is I'll change the depth of cut on this pocket cycle. So what I'm going to do is just come over here to the NC Manager. I'm going to right click on that operation. I'm going to select Edit Operation. I'm going to just click over to where we fill in our depth of cut, and that should be minus 200 thousandths instead of minus 1. Just click Next and just let it process that. Now we'll come back up here. We'll simulate. Going to grab that boundary, right click when I'm finished. I'm going to fast forward this just by clicking the fast forward button down here, so it won't take quite as long to simulate. Notice too that down here on this toolbar these are different colors, and these different colors represent the actual different tools that you're using through here. So we'll let this finish, and when this is finished we'll have our completed part. There we go. All of our pocket depths look correct, and there is our finished component. Thank you very much for watching, and just like in all videos, I'll end this one by creating the CNC program. So we're going to come up here, make sure that you right click up here on Toolpath and pick Post Group, or if you wanted to you can click this first button and select Post, or you can double click where it says toolpath and select post. Make sure you also have the right machine tool selected. For this one, why don't we use a Fidal? So we'll go with Fidal, and we'll click post process. I'm going to put this one on our desktop, and I'll call this one Demo 3, and we'll click Save. And there is the CNC program for Demo 3. Thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you in the next video.